Have you ever been in a room with her where words weren't necessary, yet something in the air told you everything? That peculiar electric tension that lingers when someone's eyes meet yours just a second too long, or when she's fidgeting with something, her sleeves, her necklace, the way her hands speak when her mouth is quiet. Welcome to a world where the most powerful messages aren't spoken at all but felt. Women, in a way that's almost magical, have this uncanny ability to say everything without uttering a word. And it's all through their body language. The way they subtly touch certain parts of themselves when you're around can reveal more than you ever thought possible. These aren't just random gestures. They're subconscious expressions, emotional signals that can reveal attraction, curiosity, and even desire. When a woman touches her body in front of you, it's more than just a habit. It's a cue, a message her body is sending that her mind may not even realize. From how she twirls her hair to how she holds her phone. When you walk by, her body is communicating in ways that your mind might miss if you're not paying attention. You might have wondered, is she into me? If so, you're about to find out. In this video, we're breaking down 10 things she might touch in front of you and explaining what they really mean on a psychological and emotional level. This isn't fluff or game playing, just real science-backed insight into the signs you might be missing. Let's dive right in. Sign number 1, her clothing or sleeves. There's something quietly powerful about the way a woman adjusts her clothing when you're around. It's not just about fashion or style, it's psychology at play. If she likes you, even if she hasn't fully realized it yet, she may start fidgeting with her sleeves, tugging at her shirt, or smoothing out her outfit. Not because it's out of place, but because your presence has suddenly made her more aware of herself. It's a silent message delivered mid-conversation. I want to look good for you, even though those words never leave her lips. This small, almost invisible habit often stems from a mix of nervous energy and subconscious desire. Let's make it more real. Picture yourself in a casual conversation, maybe on a coffee break. She's smiling and then, without thinking, she glances down and tugs lightly at the hem of her sweater. She continues to smile, but that subtle movement wasn't accidental. It was her body reacting to your energy. Her mind might be racing, thinking, do I look okay? Is he noticing me? She may not even be conscious of why she's doing it, but you should be, because the truth is, when a woman touches her clothes like this, she's not just fixing fabric. She's adjusting her confidence for you. Sign number 2, her neck. This one's a subtle gesture but incredibly powerful. You might not always notice it, but if you do, it says a lot. There's something incredibly captivating about the way a woman touches her neck when she's around someone she's drawn to. It's not random and it's certainly not meaningless. In body language psychology, the neck is one of the most vulnerable and sensitive parts of the body. When she brushes her fingers lightly across it, tilts her head just slightly, or lets her hand linger near her collarbone, it often means she's feeling exposed, but in a good way. It's not about fear, it's about trust. It's a way of opening up even if she doesn't fully realize it. This is one of the most intimate, telling gestures in human interaction. It signals a willingness to be vulnerable, to let her guard down, and to invite you in. Here's something even deeper. Touching the neck is also linked to arousal. When she touches this area, it increases sensitivity and oxygen flow, which activates her senses and emotions. This is her body's way of signaling that you've sparked something physically and emotionally. So next time you're with her and she gently touches her neck, consider this. Is she simply fidgeting, or is her body telling you what her words might not? It could very well be her version of whispering, you make me feel something. Sign number 3, her legs or thighs. Now this one's a little more subtle but loaded with meaning. Have you ever noticed a woman subtly adjusting or touching her legs or thighs when she's sitting near you? Maybe she shifts her position, runs her hand lightly across her leg, or uncrosses and recrosses her legs with just a hint of rhythm. At first glance, it might look casual, even unconscious. But don't be fooled. This gesture can be a soft, silent magnet for attention. Why? Because when a woman is attracted to you, she becomes more aware of her body, more conscious of how you see her. Those gentle movements are not about discomfort, they're about presence. She might be drawing your attention to that part of her without ever making it obvious. This gesture is a dance between confidence and subtle seduction. And if she's doing this while holding eye contact, laughing at your jokes, or leaning slightly toward you, it's an unmistakable sign of attraction. Her body isn't just reacting to you, it's aligning with you. These small, seemingly insignificant shifts are her way of saying, I'm comfortable with you and I want you to notice me. So pay attention to those little movements. Her legs aren't just legs, they're emotional territory. And when she lets you near them, even with just a glance or a gesture, you're closer than you think. Sign number 4, her lips. There's something profoundly powerful and almost hypnotic about how a woman interacts with her lips when she's around someone she's attracted to. It's subtle, often unnoticed, but incredibly revealing. She might gently bite her lips, press them together, or trace her finger across them. To an untrained eye, this may seem innocent or casual, maybe even unconscious. But beneath that simple gesture lies a flood of emotion and subconscious energy. Why is this so powerful? Because the lips are one of the most sensual and expressive parts of the human body. When she touches them in front of you, it's not just a nervous tic. It's often a psychological signal, a quiet form of flirtation, a way to invite emotional and even physical closeness. These gestures don't happen because she's thinking, let me bite my lips to catch his attention. No, she's feeling something, and her lips become the outlet for those feelings. Picture this. You're talking, maybe teasing her about something funny. As she listens, she slowly applies lip balm, slowly, precisely, with focus. Not rushed, not distracted, but taking her time, gliding it across her lips. That's not just self-care. That's an invitation. It's her body saying, do you see me? Do you want me? Are you paying attention? Her lips are doing more talking than her voice could ever manage. And if you notice this, it's not just a casual gesture, it's her way of pulling you in, of creating a magnetic connection without ever saying a word. Sign number 5, her collar or necklace. Sometimes it's the smallest movements that speak the loudest. Like the moment she starts playing with her necklace, rolling the pendant between her fingers, adjusting the chain across her collarbone, or gently tugging at the collar of her shirt. At first glance, this might seem like she's just fixing something, but there's a deeper meaning beneath it all. In body language psychology, touching the collar or necklace is often tied to vulnerability, sexual energy, and the desire to be noticed. These areas, the throat, the chest, are extremely sensitive, and when she touches them in front of you, it reveals a subtle mix of excitement and nervousness. She's drawing your attention to these intimate zones, whether she's fully aware of it or not. Even if she doesn't consciously realize it, her body is guiding your gaze to areas that are both delicate and vulnerable. Think about this. She's laughing at your joke, her hand casually tugging at the chain on her necklace. She looks down for a moment, smiles, and then looks back at you. That moment, it's her body inviting your attention, wrapped in innocence. Her emotions are stirred, but she's trying to stay composed. The gesture might be subtle, but it's speaking volumes. Sign number 6, her hair. No matter the length, texture, or style, a woman's hair is one of her most powerful features. And most women know exactly how to use it to their advantage, even if they pretend not to. When she starts fixing her hair, twirling it, or flipping it to one side while you're around, that's not just styling. It's instinct. It's psychology at work. Playing with her hair gives her something to do with her hands, especially when she's feeling nervous, excited, or unsure. But it's more than just a nervous tic. Touching her hair is an emotional release, a way for her to appear composed while quietly signaling interest. But beyond that, it's about drawing attention to herself. The act of touching her hair draws your eyes to her face, her smile, her eyes, her neck, all those places that people look at when attraction starts to simmer beneath the surface. Here's an example. Picture yourself standing in a group, everyone talking, but you notice her glancing at you. And then slowly, gently, she tucks a lock of hair behind her ear. Not once, but again and again, even though her hair was already out of the way. That's not about fixing her hair. It's a signal, a gesture designed to attract your attention without being obvious. This kind of action is known as a pining gesture, which is a form of grooming in the presence of someone desirable. She may not be saying, I like you, but her body is rehearsing those words through movement. So when she plays with her hair while talking to you, understand that it's not just a habit, it's her heartbeat showing. Her body is whispering, I'm interested. Sign number 7, her ears or earrings. This one often flies under the radar, but if you know what to look for, it can reveal everything. Have you ever noticed how when a woman likes you, she might start playing with her earrings? twisting them between her fingers, adjusting them, or even tucking her hair behind her ear, especially when she's looking at you? You might think, so what? But trust me, there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. The ears are sensitive areas close to the neck, close to the face. When a woman draws attention to this part of her body, especially while looking at you, it's a layered gesture. On the surface, she might just be fidgeting, but underneath, her emotions are stirred. Her nerves are buzzing, not in a bad way, but in that fluttering butterflies in her stomach kind of way. Psychologically, this is known as self-adapter behavior. It's when someone touches parts of their body as a way to calm internal emotional arousal. So when she's repeatedly tugging at her earrings or tucking her hair behind her ear, don't just think it's a habit. It's her emotional energy at play, her way of managing excitement while also drawing your gaze toward her. It's soft, shy, and incredibly telling. Sign number 8, her phone. This one might seem like a modern-day distraction, but it's actually one of the most powerful signals of all. You might think that when she picks up her phone, taps the screen, or keeps setting it down over and over again, she's just distracted. But in truth, it could mean she's completely focused on you. So much so that her phone becomes a psychological crutch, her safety net in an emotional situation. Pay attention. If she keeps picking up her phone, not scrolling, not texting, just holding it, flipping it in her hand, setting it down and picking it back up again, that's not boredom. It's emotional friction. Her nervous system is activated. Her excitement is palpable, but instead of letting it show, she's trying to regulate it by doing something with her hands. If she didn't care about you, she'd be on her phone scrolling endlessly, texting, lost in the screen. But when she keeps pretending to use her phone without actually engaging with it, that's her way of managing the emotional tension your presence creates. She might glance at the screen and smile, but it's not the phone making her smile. It's you. And here's the kicker. Sometimes when a woman really likes someone, she doesn't want to make it too obvious. So she uses her phone to appear casual, detached, or uninterested, but all the while her fingers are trembling. Her body is alert, her mind is completely focused on you. The phone becomes a prop, a distraction. Not from you, but because of you. So the next time she handles her phone like it's the most interesting object in the room, but she never actually uses it. Remember this, it's not disinterest, it's a storm she's trying to calm. Bonus sign number 1, her fingers or hands when she has nothing to hold. This is something most people miss, but it reveals a lot. When she's sitting with you, talking to you, or even just standing nearby, and she's not holding anything, no phone, no drink, no purse, watch her hands. What does she do with them? If she starts rubbing her fingers lightly, wringing her hands, tapping her fingers against one another, that's not boredom. That's emotional energy trying to find a release. Attraction builds up an emotional charge, and when it's new or unspoken, there's often restlessness. Her body wants to move, to express itself, but her voice might not be ready to say what's on her mind. So her fingers start doing the talking. These repetitive actions are known as displacement behaviors, small, subtle actions that help manage the internal arousal or tension she feels. It's her body reacting to you, trying to release the energy she can't put into words. As her fingers move, it's clear she's affected by you. These little motions, rubbed fingers, lightly tapping hands, aren't just signs of boredom, they're emotional fingerprints. Every tiny gesture is a clue, a signal that her mind is racing, her body responding in ways that words never could. The truth is, when a woman is drawn to you, these small behaviors speak volumes. It's not just the words she says, but the way she moves, the way she touches herself, and how she reacts to your presence. Now let's circle back to where we started. The powerful messages women send without speaking a word. Whether it's the subtle brush of her neck, the nervous fidgeting with her necklace, or the unconscious playing with her hair, these movements are the body's way of communicating deep, unspoken feelings. They can't be ignored if you're paying attention. And understanding them gives you an insight into her true emotions, feelings that she may not express aloud but are still being shared loud and clear through body language. So next time you're in the room with her, take a moment to observe. Notice those little things, how she moves, how she touches herself. Every flick of her hair, every shift in her seat, every brush of her neck, it's all part of a deeper story she's telling you. These subtle cues are powerful, and if you're smart, you'll pick up on them. Attraction doesn't always shout, it whispers. And if you're listening closely enough, her body will tell you everything you need to know. And there you have it, folks. 10 signs you might be missing that reveal more than words ever could. Now, next time you wonder, is she into me? You'll know exactly where to look. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Catch you next time, and remember, pay attention to the signs, they're all around you.